Imagine for a moment you're sitting quietly, your mind is at ease, no distractions. In that moment, you are in control, not the world around you, not your phone, not your worries, just you. Mastering your mind is about achieving this balance. It's the art of controlling your thoughts instead of letting them control you. As the philosopher Osho said, the mind is a beautiful servant, but a dangerous master. The goal here is to make the mind your servant. Become the observer. Your thoughts are like clouds passing in the sky, temporary, ever-changing. The problem begins when we start identifying with these thoughts as if they define us. Mastery comes from learning to observe them. Instead of getting swept up in the storm of emotions or overthinking, you step back and simply notice. Imagine you're driving a car. Your thoughts are like passengers. They can yell, give directions, but ultimately, you're the one behind the wheel. Remember this, you are the driver. The power of present focus. A key principle in mastering your mind is understanding the power of the present moment. Most of our anxiety and stress stems from dwelling on the past or fearing the future. But in reality, both are illusions. Epictetus once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." What if instead we focused all our energy on the now? When you're fully immersed in the present, the noise of the past and future fades away. Practicing mindfulness, whether it's in meditation or simply paying attention to your breath, teaches your brain to prioritize the now. Challenge your thoughts. Your mind is constantly feeding you stories. I'm not good enough. I'll fail. I can't do this. These stories often go unchecked, even though many of them are based on fear, not reality. Challenge those thoughts. When a limiting belief arises, ask yourself, is this fact or fiction? More often than not, it's fiction. Training your mind means questioning the narrative it gives you, dismantling the limiting stories, and rewriting them in a way that empowers you. Tony Robbins put it best, the only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment. Don't let your mind hold you back. Discipline over motivation. Motivation is fleeting. One day you feel like conquering the world, the next you can't even get out of bed. But discipline is solid. It's the foundation of mastery. Imagine waking up each day and sticking to a routine, not because you feel like it, but because you've decided to. Every time you act with discipline, you strengthen your mind. You're telling your brain, I'm in charge here. Think of a warrior training day after day, rain or shine. That's the level of commitment we need to master the mind. It's about showing up every day for yourself. Reframe failure. Many people see failure as the end, but in reality, it's the beginning. Every setback is a chance to learn, adapt, and grow. Mastering your mind means seeing failure not as something to avoid, but as a stepping stone to success. As Winston Churchill once said, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Every time you fail, it's a test of your mental resilience. Use it as fuel to push forward. The art of letting go. Most of us hold on too tightly to our past, our fears, even our identities. But the tighter we grip, the more control we lose. True mastery lies in learning to let go. This doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging to what you can't control. Lao Tzu said, by letting it go, it all gets done. It's a paradox, but often, the more we loosen our mental grip, the more control we gain over ourselves. Mastering your mind isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong practice. But each day, Each moment you choose to observe your thoughts, to challenge them, and to embrace discipline over fleeting motivation, you move closer to that mastery. And in that process, you realize that the greatest battlefield is not out in the world, it's within. Start small, one thought at a time, because in the end, the mind is like any muscle. Train it right, and it becomes your greatest ally.